All right, boys and girls, we're going to read a book about Eleanor Roosevelt. She was a first lady, which means that she was a wife of one of the presidents, and an equal rights advocate, which means that she worked really, really hard to make sure that everyone had the same equal rights as they should. Early life. Anna Eleanor Roosevelt was born on October 11th, 1884. She grew up in New York City, New York. Now we see here in the picture that this is labeled New York, and this shows New York City, New York, one of the states in the eastern part of the U.S., and we're all the way over here in North Texas, so it's like kind of a long ways away from where we're at. And this is over 100 years ago, so you can see the different hairstyles than we have today, the different clothes. And if you look close, look at the faces in this picture. Are they smiling? Not really. Way back then, they didn't know they were supposed to smile in a picture. They just looked at the camera. Her too. Eleanor was a shy child. She did not feel important. She left for England at age 15. She went to boarding school. There, she became a strong person. See the way that she's looking at the camera in this picture, she looks kind of shy. Eleanor returned home ready to make a difference. She started work at a settlement house. She taught immigrant children. So already she's working hard to help others. And here she's helping these kids. In 1902, Eleanor met Franklin Roosevelt. They married on March 17, 1905. They had 6 children. Making a difference. In 1933, Franklin became the 32nd president. This made Eleanor the First Lady. She used her title to help many people. Franklin had been sick for many years. Traveling was hard for him, so Eleanor often traveled for him. She met people all over the country. She learned about their problems. We see here, it looks like a soup kitchen where some people are hungry to eat and she was helping them out. Eleanor knew what it was like to feel weak, so she spoke for people who were treated unfairly. She helped American workers and the poor. She helped women and African Americans. In 1946, Eleanor was elected to the United Nations. That's a place in New York City that a lot of countries are represented, and they're able to come together and talk about the different problems and things in the world. Her focus was on human rights. Now she could help people around the world. And you see here it says, and this is in French, it says the United States of America. Death and legacy. Eleanor forever changed the role of the First Lady. She worked to do what was right and good. She died on November 7th, 1962. That's a great story about a great lady. So now, for our activity today, we're going to draw a picture of us helping someone out. What can we do in our life to help somebody out? Let's draw an illustration and upload it. All right, thank you for reading the story with me.